Hey y'all, it's Lindsay from Stillwater's Ranch, and I wanted to do a quick garden video and show you what I have growing in my garden beds. It's been a while since I've done a garden update video, and I was working out here today, and I thought today's the day. I'm in Garden Zone 8B in Central Texas, and it is mid-April right now, and so we've had some pretty warm days, 95, 90, and then some more mild days. I think today it's like 78 and a little cloudy, beautiful day. So I wanted to show you what I have growing on, and I'm still kind of transitioning from my winter bed into my spring and summer beds. So let me show you. All right, in this bed I just came from, this has been my winter bed, and I've had lettuces growing all winter. This arugula has gone to seed. I'm about to pull that today. And I just have a bunch of lettuces growing. This has been my lettuce bed. And it's about time for me to really pull this whole bed. My lettuces are starting to get a little bitter, which happens if there's inconsistency in water or if it's starting to get too warm for them. So again, this has been my winter bed. I haven't planted this, but you can see as the stalks are getting bigger that they're about to bolt, like that's about to bolt, which means that the lettuces get bitter. So they're about to be pulled out. Then over here, I've planted these for spring and summer, but I've still got some fall things going on. So those I just let some radishes go to seed for fun. I've got some kale. My oregano has gone crazy and loved this weather. On the trellis, I have some sugar snap peas and some cucumbers trying to grow. My parsley and a few carrots, some Swiss chard. Then I have my tomatoes, green onions, cilantro, all that good stuff. And I have a few pepper plants in here. Where are they? Some pepper plants over here that will need to get their start, and some basil that needs to get its start, but I just planted them as tiny little plugs. So we'll see. I had a pretty good bush bean growing, and then we had another night of frost and it went away, so I need to plant another bush bean seed. Over here we've got some sugar snap peas and cucumbers trying to go up the trellis, a few more carrots, some pepper. But my carrots have been so fun. This is the best harvesting seasons of carrots I've had. So they've been so fun to grow. Some tomatoes, and then I guess some squash or zucchini. I have no idea what seeds I put down on those. But those are these beds in here, and then I've got one more bed. Let me go show you that one. All right, this is our new garden bed off of our house. And we've decided that we actually would like to make this more of our garden area and maybe do like 3 or 4 of these and a little garden wall, something like that, and really make this a moment or a scene. But we're just starting with one, price-wise and just time-wise, and kind of going from there. If you've watched my video before, you knew that I had a critter issue, and so this steel bed kind of prevents things from getting in here. I guess deer could still eat in this bed, but hopefully it will kind of help my weed control and my critters. This bed has been fully planted for spring and summer. So we've got some zucchini or squash. I'm not sure which one on this side. We have my tomatoes coming up this trellis, and these tomatoes. This is actually a plug for planting your tomatoes and starting your seeds. These far ones, these were started by seed at the exact same time. But these far ones I planted about a month earlier than this. I was seeing if I liked that trellis before I ordered another one. So these were planted a month later, even though they were started at the same time. Here I've got some squash starting to show. That was planted by seed. Most all of this was started by seed. Actually, all of this was started by seed. Some marigolds, little guys coming up, some pepper plants, peppers, little basil, my radishes look great. I think this is a cucumber or a squash, something like that. My radishes. Yeah, and I thought I had some zinnia plants in here, but I might not. So I probably still need to plant a few zinnias or like a bush bean here. And a few more things, but this should all fill in as my tomatoes get bigger and my squash and zucchinis get bigger. This bed should all fill in pretty good. So that is my summer garden with my 4 beds. We'll see how much harvest I get. I feel like I had a great winter harvest with lots of leafy greens, carrots, radishes, cabbage, all the good stuff this winter. And so I'm really excited for spring and summer. I'm curious to know what you're planting, and what you're excited about growing this spring. So let me know. Thanks for watching, guys.